Hey everyone, it's the 26th of September 2022, and on the 26th of September 1972 he was born. Yeah, that's when it all happened, I'm afraid. So that means that today I'm 50. I know, hard to believe, and the primary reason for filming this video is to wish myself a very happy birthday. I will send this video to me and I'll go, that's gorgeous, a video from myself. That isn't the primary reason. One of the main reasons for the video is to say a huge thank you to all of my friends and family who showed up to our party on Saturday. It was in part for my birthday and in part to raise funds for the Willow Tree Foundation. Thank you so much to all of you who showed up. It was the most bloody brilliant night. It was like having this timeline of my life. So there were friends there whom I haven't seen for 34 years that I went to school with. 34 years. We haven't even really been in touch much in that time. It just goes to show one of the very special gifts from the last 10 months of what feels like many dark and bleak moments is the joy of reconnecting with people. And there have been lots of people I have reconnected with, which is just feels such a blessing. Feels such a blessing. And lots of them made the trip to the party on Saturday. So thank you all who came and were a part of it on the night. Thank you to all of you who booked tickets but sadly for many various reasons couldn't be there on the night. Thank you to all of those who donated towards the party and bought some merch and knew you weren't going to be able to come on the night. Thank you so much for doing that. A huge thank you to my amazing Kelly, who really was the one who made it all happen. To my incredible Mia, who's always stood by my side and got up and danced with me on stage on Saturday, to the extraordinary Katie Traxton and her team at Good Vibes Only, who really were instrumental in making the event, bringing it to life and then holding it together on the night. The incredible Lionel Vinyl, who was flown in especially for the event. If you haven't seen Lionel Vinyl, book him for your event, do it because it's worth it. It was just it really was a very special night. I look a bit tired today, mainly because it was a very long day and late night, and not because I drink any alcohol, because I don't. But it was truly special, and for all of you who played any part in it, small or big, I thank you. The other reason for the video today, and those of you who were at the party on Saturday got to hear this for the very first time, and for the rest of you this is your chance to hear our news. You will know that in the last 9 months we've wanted to become a charity, and there have been times when we thought long and hard about it. The work involved in setting up in the first place really was our kind of decision point, and we have been fortunate enough in the last couple of months to find the most wonderful organisation called Kingston Charitable Foundation, who is headed up by possibly one of the most energised and passionate and committed people I've ever met, called Hickey Kingsbury, who's their CEO. And we've talked for the last 10 weeks or so about whether there would be a partnership in there. It was pretty much a love at first email relationship, and I'm really happy to announce that on Friday we signed our agreement to be a partnership and in partnership with Kingston Charitable Foundation, which feels like God, it feels such an honour to be held now in their family, in their KCF family, and it means lots of important things for us. Firstly, it means that for all the corporates who have wanted to sponsor us and work with us in the last 10 months, it means now that we finally can, because we have our charity number. So that's quite a big thing because that's really important to our funding. And it means that for those of you who have wanted to do things in the last 10 months to raise money for us, it means that now when you do that going forward, we get an extra 25% from gift aid, which makes a massive difference to our funds, and therefore to the funds that we're able to support our families with. So that's a huge thing. It means we can now continue our conversations with corporates around sponsorship and working with us. And for those organisations that have kept quiet about wanting to work with us, please come forward and start having the conversations and finding ways in which we can work together. It also means that our global work that we had started around supporting people, which was in part on our Facebook group, our online community, our building resources, our building workshops, our building programs, maybe some live events, just don't know. It means we can do much more of that now going forward. There's already some on the Willow Tree website. If you haven't checked it out, check it out, thewillowtreefoundation.com. And it means we can just keep supporting the families and the individuals who are navigating blood cancer. We can support them now in many, many more ways. And what it also means, which is very, very special and important to us, is that it means we can support in a location and place-based way the people of Kingston upon Thames. We know that there are over 15,000 people in the borough with cancer, currently living through cancer, and it means that we can support them and their families in our community, and that means a lot to Kelly and I. And we're going to do that in a few different ways. One of the ways will be through our grants for the people of Kingston, and our aim is to raise £50,000 this year, which will go towards supporting 22 families, which is a huge number of families to make a difference to and to change their lives. Thanks to the people who have just started doing their building work. Aha, and they heard me. 22 families we can support with £50,000. So that feels incredible that we can support people with our grants, with actually families that we can meet, and maybe we even walk past on a day-to-day basis and we don't even know it. And people in this community feels very important. So we can do that too. And it also means we can build our healing sanctuary in Kingston, which is going to offer free integrative therapies for people living with cancer in Kingston upon Thames. So we're looking for people who will support us and partner with us in helping make that happen. We're also looking for £50,000 to help us build that and get it put up. So that means £100,000 we want to raise this year. The event has already made a dent in it. We've still got some way to go, and that money will come in so many different guises. If you know of ways in which we can get closer to £100,000 and in the fastest way possible, please be in touch with us. This charity means so much to us. It means so much because it has been my own lived experience, these 10 months of living with lymphoma. And I know the impact that the support we had on me personally and on my family. And therefore, the more we can stand shoulder to shoulder with our families and heart to heart with our families, we know the incredible and meaningful and transformative effect we can have on them. So please have conversations with us. Please reach out and talk to us if you know that you can help us in any way. It might be in practical ways and it might be in financial ways. So it feels like a very, very exciting time. There are lots of other opportunities that we have that we can't talk about right now. but we will do in the coming weeks or so, as soon as they materialize. And it truly feels as if, it feels a bit today as if I've made peace with the last 10 months and the impact that stage 4 lymphoma has had on my life so far, and will continue to have. On October the 3rd, I start my chemo maintenance cycle, which will be every 8 weeks for the next 2 years. I'll go in and have an infusion, and hopefully that will help keep me in remission for many, many years to come, the next 50. So it feels as if we are starting to take more and more goodness and wisdom from the last 10 months. And there is a lot of wisdom to be found in cancer. That will be hard for some people to hold that as a potential narrative, but there is much, much wisdom. Okay, I'm going to go and celebrate my birthday, which is going to be a quiet day, doing some things that I want to do. I might take a few photographs, I might play a little bit of bass guitar, I get to hang out with Kelly, Neil will be home from school, my mother-in-law comes over. What better thing could I ask for on my birthday than to spend time with my mother-in-law? No, seriously, I'm looking forward to it. We'll have a takeout this evening, so it'll be as lazy day as possible. I send you a lot of love from me to you. Huge gratitude for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care, lots of love, bye.